Listen, y'all, I only allow happy people in my space, so this reading is only for people that are currently smiling, so you know what to do. There we go. Let's go, girls. That was not planned. Hello, Capricorn. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your weekly general reading. Now, I also do your weekly love reading, should that be of interest to you, which I'll put a link to over here if it is. But when it comes to any of my readings, I always ask the individual to rely on your intuition because you know your situation better than I do. Put it in perspective. I'm just a man reading you some tarot cards, right? So take the cards that resonate to your situation and leave what doesn't, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to take offense to it, right? If you do find some cards that do give you an aha moment and give you a sense of direction, I would love for you to let me know in the comments below. Let me know which card called out to you the most and what one you feel like was pulled specifically for you. And let me know how it pertains to you in your situation, right? Also, if you do enjoy this reading, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe because it does help out my channel a lot. But enough of that scripted intro, right? Let's get into your reading, Capricorn. I'm going to be pulling clarifiers as I see necessary. Your first couple rows are just going to be the energy that you're currently dealing with and what you can expect for this week. And the last row's my favorite row, what it is that you need to do to work on this week. Because it's like I can talk about what it is that you're going to be dealing with, but if you don't know how to deal with it, it serves you no purpose, right? So let's just get into this reading for you. The first row, we have the Seven of Fire coming in. So this is someone that's taking a stand for themselves, finally putting a line in the sand, setting some boundaries. 10 of Fire, perhaps setting boundaries with people or setting boundaries with stuff that brings stress into your life. This is, oh my goodness. This is a card that talks about stress at the workplace. And then, so maybe you're stressing about transitioning jobs. I am hearing for some of you Capricorns. The Sun card, though, it's a beautiful card. I do feel like pulling that card, this card, and this card for that one, which is interesting. So, yeah, let's get into these clarifiers for your Seven of Fire. We have the Temperance card, the Knight of Wands, and then the Eight of Swords. Now, so let's break this down, right? The Seven of Fire is you taking a stand and needing to feel confident in the decisions that you're making for yourself, right? So when you have this paired with the Eight of Swords, I feel like this is going to be like your test this week, or maybe this is more because this is your first row, so this could be something that you were pastly dealing with. But I do feel like it's relevant now, Capricorn. This is talking about someone that is like those inner narratives that they're telling themselves. When you pair it with the Knight of Wands and the Temperance card, this is almost like someone feeling trapped in a situation, feeling like nothing's going to happen, right? This feels like you can't, like someone telling themselves they can't pursue something because of whatever narrative, whatever story that they tell themselves of like why they can't do X, Y, and Z, right? And that's why you have that Seven of Fire coming in and being like, no, like you need to take a stand for this, right? Let's look at this 10 of Fire. What's going on with that, right? I do feel strongly that it's just like, whether it's like in a workplace or whether it's dealing with a person, Capricorn, it feels really as if like someone's just afraid of transitioning. Making the transition is what I'm hearing. And it makes sense. The clarifiers that we pulled for your 10 of Fire, Capricorn, we have the Death or Rebirth card. Beautiful card. 3 of Cups coming in. And then the Knight of Swords at finally. So yeah, this is such a, let's break this down. This is all, again, as the reminder, as a clarifier for the 10 of Fire, or the 10 of Wands, technically. So Knight of Air, this is, again, someone that's like, I feel like this is just heavily talking about transitional energy, making a transition into something else that's not causing them as much stress, that's not like bringing them down and draining them as much. 3 of Cups, this could be like 3 of Cups is usually involving other people, right? This usually is like, this is also like a celebratory card, but dare I say, like when it's paired with this, it's almost as if like it's involving other people, right? It's almost like maybe that's part of your hesitation. It's like you don't want to have a conversation with certain people that's causing you stress. Maybe someone or some bodies are causing you stress in some type of way, and you don't want to take a stand for it. You don't want to be like, hey, this is bothering me. For some people though, Capricorn, it's almost like you realize that you outgrew some people, because you have this death or rebirth card. It's almost like there's like a sense of where it's like, you know, there's some type of closure, because tens always represents closure of cycles. It's almost like there's some type of cycle that you know you need to close, but you don't really want to for because of something, right? But let's get into the clarifiers that I've already pulled for your Sun card, right? Sun card is the best card on the deck, so it's like you're running towards this, right? This Knight of Swords is running towards their sun and being guided by their animal spirit, right? And that's you. So let's get into this. The cards that I pulled for you were the Star card and the Moon card, right? So you got all of them, right? The Star, the Sun, the Moon. So this is an intense time for you. It's almost like paired with the Seven of Swords. It's interesting. This crow, this black bird is following you throughout this entire path, right? So dare I say you're being divinely guided, and it makes sense with all these major arcana cards coming in for you. But it's almost like this is so much of an energy where it's like someone just wakes up one day and just realizes everything that's no longer of service to them anymore. Something like they just start releasing a bunch of stuff. So, but it's healing for you. It's like, I don't know, it's this interesting energy where it's just like, once you just get out of your head about something, Capricorn, like things start panning out for you in such a beautiful way. Let's get into your second row though. There just seems to be some type of hesitation though. There's some type of hesitation going on. So we have the Judgment card coming in. So a choice does need to be made in terms of this hesitation as I was talking about. The Five of Cups, this card was in the reverse. So you're not wanting to move away from something. You're not seeing the positive in a situation. You're not seeing the benefit from moving on from something. And then you have the Devil card. This is like your blockage. This is what's going on. This is that hesitation I was talking about. So let's get into some clarifiers for this. What deck do I want to use, y'all? We're going to use the Mystical Manga to match it. So let's get some clarification on this Judgment card. The Moon card coming in as a clarifier, Queen of Cups, and then the Four of Wands in the reverse. Oh, Capricorn, someone's not making a decision on something because they don't want to hurt somebody. I'm going to hold these cards all upright, but again, keep in mind the Four of Wands, this card is in the reverse. So again, with this Moon card coming in, it's almost like you don't want to break it to something. You don't want to break the truth to somebody on something, or you're so scared of something like the unknown happening in terms of this journey based off of some type of, like, you don't want to make a decision because of the unknown on something, or like you have to, like, this is specifically for some Capricorns that are dealing with people that they need to release. Like, you don't want to drop a bomb on somebody because you just feel bad for their emotions, right? The Queen of Cups talks about, well, you have to think about yourself though. You have to put yourself first, Capricorn. Four of Wands, when this is in the reverse, this is, again, yeah, someone that's having to just like bring in bad news of some sort, perceived bad news of some sort to somebody. Or if this is like why you don't want to go forward with some type of situation with that Moon card coming in again for you, like you're just fearing the worst and like what something would happen, right? So clarifiers for your Five of Cups, what's going on with this energy of not wanting to move on. So we have the Strength card coming in for you. Shadow work, this is definitely shadow work. You don't want to make a decision based off of like some type of comfort zone, something that like, there's just like a lot of just like nervousness energy. Ace of Cups paired with the Six of Pentacles, letting me know where it's just like you are like it's almost like you're worried about making a commitment of moving on because like you don't know how it's going to pan out. You're afraid of it not actually being fulfilling, and it's almost like you're I heard scared of commitment, but I don't know if it's necessarily in that way, but more so like scared of like making like big decisions that are going to like affect you for a long time, like big, impactful, eventful changes in your life. I feel like that's what's intimidating some of you Capricorns. But let's get some clarification on this Devil card, right? Let's see what's going on with this. Page of Swords, so some of you guys be careful about when it, and the Knight of Swords. So again, this is the clarification on your Devil card. When you have the Page of Swords with this Two of Wands, I would say don't be too cynical. This card's coming in and not being too cynical with yourself, not being too cynical of your future. This is just like energy, like I feel like this is attached to your devil, being like, this is what's going on. It's like there's too much cynical energy going on here. You're not giving something a chance. You're not giving that something a chance, being that Two of Wands, that Knight of Cups energy. So either relationship or either just opportunity, seeing the opportunity in yourself. You're not giving yourself a chance, or you're not giving something, a new opportunity or a person a chance. So something to reflect on, Capricorn. Let's get into your last row now. Your last row, just saw it now, it's the Moon card again. Your Moon card came out 3 different times. Capricorn, that's crazy. 3 different times. So what I really like, you can't be afraid of the unknown. That's really the message with this. You cannot be afraid of the unknown. You do need to make a decision on this, right? It's kind of at a point where you do need to make a decision on some level on things, even if it's just from like an energetic level where it's just like mentally you're just like, okay, you're going towards this, you're working the courage up to make it, to go towards this, right? 3 of Swords being paired with the Ace of Cups, the worst thing you can do is attach like your fulfillment to somebody else, right? Like there's been like this underlying energy of like a third party going on here, and I really do feel like this is more so of a solo dolo journey for you, Capricorn. King of Wands paired with the 10 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is more so like a solo journey for you for a while. Stop trying to make it work with other people. Maybe that's part of what that hesitation is, where it's like you're afraid of like moving on because you are outgrowing some people, and it's just like you're trying to figure out how to make it work and you just can't, right? So yeah, overall what I would take from this reading, Capricorn, is let go of what it is that you need to let go of and make a decision on what it is that you need to make a decision on. Stop the I don't know the word for it. Stop the lollygagging of your life. Stop being afraid of the unknown. Have that difficult conversation so you can continue going to your star, to your sun, right? This reading I have for you, Capricorn. Hopefully this was helpful to you in some way. Again, if it was, please give me a like and subscribe. But I love you so much. Bye.